Let's begin with a history lesson. Tell us some things from the beginning, from your first steps in the music industry.
Let's see. I don't know quite where to begin. I used to be in bands when I was a teenager, and I got a little fed up with that and decided to go off and do my own thing. So in 1993, I started to do my own music, and so I went off to a studio and I hooked up with a guitar player, and we went in and we did a recording, and then I sent that recording into Rolling Stone magazine, and it got reviewed in Rolling Stone magazine. So ever since then, I've sort of had a solo career, but I was in bands prior to that, definitely.
Yes. Tell us some things about your influence from bands like Bauhaus, Joy Division, Killing Joke.
Very influenced by those bands, yes.
Yeah.
Mostly, I would say Susie and the Banshees, Joy Division, The Cure, Wire, and things like that, like Depeche Mode. Very fond of that as well.
Okay.
I like a lot of that music.
Me too. Can you tell me some things about Vampires, a really wonderful track of yours?
Oh, thank you very much. Basically, I'm just poking fun at myself because I sleep during the day, and I have a lot of friends who, you know, look like vampires, so I kind of did that just to be funny.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just a little inside joke, but I don't know. I really enjoyed recording it. I'm actually in my studio right now as I sit here speaking with you.
That's interesting. So, can we expect a new song soon?
I would say in about a couple of months. I'm still mixing the album. It's quite difficult to mix by yourself. You know, I'm used to having an assistant engineer, but I don't have one right now. So it's a very big job for one girl. But I expect it to be out in the springtime sometime.
I was listening to Doll Heart. You said she's got a doll heart, so delicate and small. It beats so tenderly, like it's not there at all. Tell me some things about these lyrics.
Well, that song comes from a very sad place, really. The truth of the matter is that I was in a very destructive relationship with someone who physically hurt me. And it was a way of purging that out of my system. You know, I was in a very abusive situation, but I got out of it. But when I was in it, it was extremely difficult.
I was reading some reviews about your music, melodic, dark, moody, and beautiful. What else? I mean, okay, just words, but what's inside your soul as an artist? Tell me some things about your inner need to express yourself with music.
Mostly I feel like a very lonely person most of the time, and my songs are like my friends. You know, I don't really have a lot of friends. I've never dealt with a lot of people. So it's like having a friend. I know it sounds kind of corny, but it's the truth.
Maybe a very good friend, eh?
Yes, indeed. Definitely. Yeah. Kind of like some people like to have books and they think books are their friends. And for me, music is my best friend. It's like a companion. It's like having a companion.
Yeah. As Jim Morrison said, music is our only friend, maybe. Yeah. Give us a picture about the gothic rock electronic music scene nowadays, at the time.
Well, here in America, it's still going, but it's not, well, I don't know how to say this. It's not as strong as it used to be. I would think back in the 1980s it was very strong. But now it's so-so. I don't really go out to clubs very often anymore. I used to go out a lot more. I don't really spend a lot of time in the scene, but I really like the music very much. I'm very, very fond of it. And I don't know, I just have this natural inclination towards dark things. I'm not really much of a scene person, per se. I don't spend a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay, Jen, thank you very much for your time and this interview. It was a pleasure.
You're very welcome.